If you take pride in stunts, if you think that our action makes stories better, if you think that it's time that we are recognized as the performers we know we are, then stick around. We're going to tell you how you can help.
Video games are on strike, and we're here to make sure that stunts are treated with respect for their contributions to the gaming industry. I'm Seth Allen Austin, and I'm a stunt and movement performer for TV, film, and video games.
And I'm Andy Norris, and I am also a stunt and movement performer for TV, film, and video games, and a member of the SAG-AFTRA Interactive Negotiating Committee.
Like the TV film strike that we all just went through, we're fighting for protections and regulations for AI. But this time, the employers want to write stunts out of those protections completely.
They claim that mocap isn't performance, but merely a reference for the animators. And some games go so far as to put their voice actors on union contracts and their stunt and movement performers on non-union contracts.
That would be like working a second unit day on a film under a non-union contract just because none of the actors are there.
That's why we're asking the entire stunt community, even if you don't work in video games, to show these employers that what we do is performance and should be treated as such.
What makes this strike different and more difficult is side letter 6. SL6 is a provision written into the original AFTRA contract before the unions merged.
SL6 says that any game that started production after our union terminated the contract is struck. But
this is the important part.
Our union cannot tell its members to strike anything that was already in production before that notice, making it more difficult for us to withhold our labor and gain needed leverage in negotiations.
Despite all of this, many in the video game community are choosing not to accept work unless it's signed under the Interim Interactive Media Agreement or Tiered Budget Agreement.
Only these two contracts have the AI provisions we need to keep our performers safe.
We thank those members. They're willing to fight to preserve this work not only for themselves, but for future generations of performers as well.
And it's working. Our efforts have led to over 90 games signing an interim agreement.
Here's how you can help. If you are approached to work on a video game,
first, find out if it is a side letter 6 game. Ask for the production ID. Type that ID into the SAG-AFTRA Interactive FAQ page, links below, and if it comes up as proceed with caution in yellow, that is a side letter 6 game, and it does not have the critical AI protections that we are fighting for.
Also be on the lookout for terms the employer might throw at you like safe to work, SAG approved, safe harbored, and unaffected by the strike. All of these are most likely code for side letter 6.
Then, if a game does not have those AI protections and you are not under a term contract for the game, you can decide whether you want to work that game. Seth and I, and many of our colleagues and friends, have made the choice to only work on games that have an interim or tiered budget agreement.
Also, ask the production if they'll sign one of these agreements.
Other ways that you can help?
Talk to your stunt coordinator, your fellow stunt performers, and everyone you know. We are our best advocates.
And educate your subs. Resources below.
If all performers stand united, as we have on over 90 other titles, we will have the vital AI protections we deserve.
Let's honor our fellow performers and let them know that we got their backs. Let's all stand together for stunts.